Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Mr. Pickem's Winner's Circle. I'm Mr. Pickem, and as always, we're broadcasting live from beautiful Huntington Beach, California. I do apologize, I haven't posted a video of my picks in about a week or so. I was on vacation, visiting my sister, and celebrating my brother-in-law's 50th birthday. So, shout out Mike Hysiak. Love you, bro. Happy 50th. Uh, Actually celebrating my own birthday as well 2 days ago on the 29th. So shout out to all the November 29th birthdays, Sagittarius. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving holiday. Hope you guys enjoyed the games. They actually weren't too bad. I was a little bit down on the matchups, but the games turned out to be pretty competitive. So I actually went 2-1, and we're gonna go right into Week 13's picks. So I went 2-1 over the 3-game stretch. The only game I lost was that Dallas game. I did feel like Dallas was a better team. I thought they had better players. I thought they needed it more. Playing at home, Thanksgiving, usually Dallas plays pretty tough for a Thanksgiving crowd. So, I rolled the dice on that one, but Buffalo came to play. Buffalo had every answer for what Dallas was doing. So, they came in there and, put the licking on them. So, with that, I did pick Buffalo in the original, but my original first process, and then I start debating things and break things down. But usually you always go with your first instinct, and I probably should have went with Buffalo, but, I start analysis by paralysis sometimes. So, you know, it is what it is. Paralysis by analysis, my bad. Anyways, we're going to go into the remaining games on Sunday. We're going to start off with the New York Jets at the Cincinnati Bengals. That's pretty easy. Cincinnati hasn't won a game yet. I don't feel like they're going to win a game today, especially against the surging New York Jets. Yeah, I said that. The surging New York Jets for the past 3 games have scored 34 points each game, and they're winning. So I think they want to salvage some sort of a respect kind of on the season, and they have the players to do it. They have the defensive players. They've been hurt, but they're still stringing together some wins. So I'm gonna go with the Jets on that game, even though I do see it being closer than people think. Cincinnati's got Andy Dalton in, so with that being said, Andy Dalton could light a little bit of a fire under their ass and maybe get them going, but not enough for me to see a win from the Bengals at home. So I'm going the Jets on the road. Better team, they should win. Next up, we got the Tennessee Titans at the Indianapolis Colts. Now, this one was one of the harder games for me to pick. Division game, close game. Both teams, I believe, are tied in records as well. But Tennessee's hot. Tennessee's hot, and I don't care that Indianapolis is playing at home. Indianapolis has a great running game. They got great offensive line, but something about Tannehill and the Titans. I've been going against them every week, and they've been showing me out otherwise. It's been my regular loss of my week is going against the Titans, but I think Tannehill's onto something. I think he's playing for his next year. You know what I mean? He wants he wants a position. He wants a starter job next year. So he's gonna ball out on the road. They both need it. I went Tennessee with a hotter team. I think they should win it, even though it's going to be close. I could very easily see Indianapolis take this game and basically just run the rock all game. You know what I mean? And break down that Tennessee defense just by running it at home. Opens up play action. Brissett will get somebody. I think T.Y. Hilton's out of the game, but if he is in, he's hurt. So they're gonna feature the running game a little bit more with Williams. But yeah, I went Tennessee on that. Derrick Henry's having a great year for him, anyways. You know what I mean? But he's been balling. So Tennessee on that one. Next up, we got Cleveland at Pittsburgh. This one's a little bit more harder than I thought, only because they're playing in Pittsburgh, and I don't like betting against Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin knows his shit. He's a great coach. If he wins this game, he's going to be up there for Coach of the Year. So with that being said, I did go Cleveland. I think they have better players. I know they're one game. I think they're 5-6, and Pittsburgh is 6-5. So they want respect. Cleveland wants respect. They want to finish out the year strong and build on next year. And if anything, I mean, if they keep winning and other teams keep losing, certain teams keep losing, they could have a chance, an outside puncher's chance, to make the playoffs as a wild card. So, there's a lot riding on this game for Cleveland. Uh, I think they're going to take it. No Mason Rudolph, so all that joke and mess is out. Myles Garrett's on, so it's just a straight, clean new game. Put the past, meeting aside, and I mean, the fans are going to be a little bit hyped up in Pittsburgh, but I did go Cleveland. Next up, we got Philadelphia at Miami. That's easy. I don't even want to talk about this game. All right? Don't even need to. Miami's going to get their ass waxed. Philly needs the game. Philly could actually win their division. So they need this game. You have better coaching. Even though they are playing in Miami, I don't like that. Teams that go to Miami for some reason don't do well, but that South Beach, humidity or whatever, I don't know. But I went Philadelphia on that. Next up, we got Green Bay at the New York Giants. This one was easy. Green Bay needs to win after getting fucking waxed by the Niners. However, the Niners are a playoff, possible Super Bowl team. So, with that being said, the Giants aren't. Aaron Rodgers should be able to get the team back on track. The Packs should be back on track after this game. So I'm going Packers all the way. No problem. Lock. That's probably one of my more locks of the week is the Packers against the Giants. I don't see the Giants coming out with a W on that. But anything's happened. That's why they play the games. Next up, we got Washington at Carolina. Actually, this is my lock of the week. If I were going to pick one game out of this schedule on this week that somebody for sure is going to win, it's Carolina Panthers against the Washington Redskins. Washington's a joke. They're up there with Miami. That's why I was chalking in Philadelphia as my lock, but no. Philadelphia could be a lock against Miami, Green Bay could be a lock against the Giants, and Carolina could be a lock against Washington. All three of those games, you can't go wrong. I would be a very confident man betting on all those three games, for sure. Even though they're all favorites, I'm sure, but won't win a lot of money. But if you want correct picks in your pool, those three are for sure locks. Next up, we got Tampa Bay. And this one was hard. This one's very hard. Tampa Bay at Jacksonville. Jaguars laid an egg last week. Week before, Nick Foles has been back. He's been doing okay. They've been putting up 20, but they've been giving up 40. So these teams are kind of similar, Jameis Winston gives up 5 interceptions, but he scores 5 touchdowns. So it's going to be a tit for tat game, back and forth. I do like Jacksonville at home, but I think the coaching staff and Bruce Arians. I like the defensive front line, and the rushing defense of Tampa Bay. I think they're a little more stout up front, so they should be able to handle, Leonard Fournette and the Jacksonville rush. And I haven't seen shit from Nick Foles, so until I see something from Nick Foles, I know Jameis can score some touchdowns. I know that. Even though I know he can give up the ball, I trust the coaching staff. This is more Bruce Arians and the Tampa Bay Bucks more than anything. So I don't know what Jacksonville's got going on over there. They're lost cause. So anyways, I went Tampa Bay on that one. Next up, we have the game of the week. For me, anyways. One of the more harder games, obviously, is San Francisco going up against Baltimore. Man, I don't know why they didn't flex this game and make it a Monday night game or a Sunday night game, but, I mean, I'll watch it either way regardless because I got Sunday ticket. Thank you, NFL Sunday ticket. Anyways, to be honest with you, I like San Francisco and I like the Ravens. I mean, I picked Green Bay last week to show up and at least, put on some sort of a performance against the Niners, but the Niners waxed that ass. So it's hard for me to pick against the Niners. However, it's Lamar Jackson. And Lamar Jackson's fucking on fire right now. That dude is balling out for MVP of the year. I mean, him, literally Russell Wilson too, but I mean, Russell Wilson doesn't have as much pizzazz and flash, and the Ravens are hot, smoking hot right now. They're playing at home. Defense is not shitty at all. That defense is legit. I have them in my fantasy as well. So, I mean, they've been scoring me some points lately. And I mean, if I'm going apples to oranges, I'm going Lamar Jackson or Jimmy Garoppolo. Those are my two factors that I base this decision on. Reason being is because both defenses show up. They're both about the same. You could throw the defenses out there a wash. Special teams, same thing. Running game, same shit. Mark Ingram can run, and they just ran right over the Rams last week. So, I mean, I base it upon who's the better quarterback here, and with the mobility and the different schemes and plays that you can get with Lamar, I'm going Baltimore to continue that streak, and the Niners to get that second L. I know but hey, they lost to two really good teams, Seattle, and they're gonna lose to Baltimore. So it's gonna be interesting how these playoffs shake up, but we'll see. We'll see if I'm right. I mean, I'm only making my predictions based off what I know and how I feel, guys. So next up, we got L.A. Chargers at the Kansas City. No, I'm sorry. L.A. Chargers at the Denver Broncos. My bad. I was getting ahead of myself there with that Oakland KC game. Chargers Broncos. It's easy. I don't like the Broncos. The Broncos are still in fixing things. I went Chargers coming off a bye. Melvin Gordon. They need it. I know they're probably out of the playoffs, but they need it more. So Chargers for sure. Next up, we got the LA Rams at the Arizona Cardinals. This one was a little tough for me. Arizona, though, coming off of a bye, playing tough. I think the Rams have an issue with mobile quarterbacks, so I think Kyler Murray is going to get going. I always picked against Arizona, and they did me wrong because I never really knew what kind of team this is. I mean, they're still in the developmental stage, you know what I mean? That rookie quarterback, though, he can put some pressure on the defense, and they could score some points. I mean, they gave San Francisco a run for their money. So even though I know the Rams need it in order to stay playoff relevant, I can see Arizona coming in there and shocking the world pretty much, and giving the Rams a run for their money and knocking them out of a playoff chance. There's spoilers going from here on out. Arizona, some of these teams are good, and they're going to play spoilers. So I see that game as a spoiler game. But we'll see. Next up, we got Oakland and KC. Ooh, Oakland laid an egg against the Jets last week. Jets totally waxed that ass. 3 points all Oakland can get is one field goal in 4 quarters. It's pretty sad. Playing on the road again, Oakland is. This time in KC. Division game. Battle for first place. Or, tie for first. So I think KC is going to get this. They're playing. If this was in Oakland, I might have a different feel about it. But KC coming off of a bye, Mahomes is rested. Yeah, Andy Reid game planning first. Just Oakland, and Oakland just got fucking waxed against the Jets. Says enough. By the way, I won some money on that game. So love all you Raider faithful, but man, you super cocky last week against the Jets. I was glad to stick it to you guys. Anyways, I'm going KC on that one. We got 2 games left. New England at Houston. This one's going to be close. I think New England and Tom Brady, as much as I say it, Bill Belichick, a team that Bill Belichick right here is one of the greatest coaches in the world. He's going to go down as probably one of the top 3 coaches in coaching history, all sports, to win. I mean, Hall of Famer for sure. And I don't like O'Brien. I don't like O'Brien for Houston. Houston's got a lot of players. I love Deshaun Watson. I love, DeAndre Hopkins. When they link up, they could be unstoppable. But I put this basically strictly on Bill Belichick, and I think he can he's going to find a way to fucking win. So, I mean, I know they're on the road, but it's the Patriots. Until they prove otherwise, the team's always going to be there. I fucking hate them, but they're always going to be there. Anyways, and the last game, oh, by the way, went New England, obviously, over Houston. And the last game we got is Minnesota at Seattle. This game's tough. Minnesota's got a very good defense, very good running game. And I can easily see them beating Seattle. You know, Seattle plays, I think they've had 2 losses this year, Seattle has. And both those losses have been at home. I mean, this could go either way. I don't really like the chances of any team going to Seattle. But Minnesota is a different team. However, they have Kirk Cousins. Still don't trust him on primetime games. This is a primetime game, Monday night game. Usually he does not play real well on primetime games. So I'm going with the MVP runner-up and Russell Wilson and the Hawks. Go Hawks. Telling you. I just think they're a better team. I think they're a better coach team. I think Pete Carroll knows how to get the best out of his guys. And they're going to come the ball and protect home field advantage. You know what I mean? That 12th man is fucking crazy up there. So I know it's going to be loud and those Hawks fans go nuts. Monday night game, I'm not seeing a Minnesota win. So I went Hawks. And my tiebreaker points on those was 47. So I'm figuring like a 24, 23. It's going to be a close game. You know, maybe 24-23 or 27-20, something like that. 21-26, something like, I don't know. But I went 47. We'll see what happens. So those are my picks for week 13, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. We'll go over our wins and losses on my next video, and we'll see what we do. You know, good luck out there. If you guys are going to place bets and you're going to try to make some money, make sure you're safe. You know, make sure you think about the money that you're spending. You know, we all have rent, we all have mortgages, we all need food on the, you know, in the refrigerator, and you know, kids need you know, clothes on their backs. So just watch how you spend, but enjoy it. Hopefully my picks help you win some money, or at least hopefully I give you a little insight on where to kind of feel a little bit more safer of placing your money. So I basically do my picks, and this is how I spend my money. So you know, you can ride with it or not. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. Stay tuned. Next time we'll go over my wins and losses, and hopefully we can go. Well, we're not perfect because I lost one, so hopefully we can go 2 losses on the weekend. We'll see. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.